Hey everybody, Norm over here, and I've got a very old friend of mine over here named Joel Tepp, who's been a great musician and been around for years, although now you're up in Seattle, right? And you're involved with the West Coast, or the Far West.
Western region of Folk Alliance International, Far West.
So, and what you're doing is you're kind of promoting a lot of young songwriters and helping them, develop their art and that kind of thing.
It's a lot of different things combined. It's not a festival. It's an inward-facing conference, and there are panels and workshops for educational purposes. There's a lot of just networking, people meeting each other. So you may come and play a showcase and not get a booking this year, but a year and a half from now, you're on the radar of the club, and they watch you and see how you're developing. And you've watched one of our young artists develop.
Oh, I've watched a number of them, and Alice Howe and Freebo are involved, and it doesn't get much better than that. Those guys are about as good as it gets, right?
That would be a great example. Freebo has been one of the mentors for a number of years. He's been with us from the beginning, from the founding in the early 2000s. And it was through a conference a couple years ago that he met Alice Howe. And he was the right producer. He was the person she was looking for.
Well, he's been known as a great bass player with Bonnie Raitt for so many years, but he plays terrific acoustic guitar. He's a great songwriter. He's a good singer and excellent singer, and he just knows how to produce and put music together in a tasteful way.
And if we do our job right, it's like a little tiny match of Burning Man, where you come every year to get your soul refreshed and get inspired to play music again.
Cool. And what's this guitar with my name on it over there? What's the deal with that?
I found this along the trail where we find the hidden and lost guitars and bring them back so the public can enjoy them. And it was made by a fellow in Yakima, Washington named Rich Carlson. And it took me about 6 months to track him down. It's just a surprisingly wonderful, alive guitar. And I got to meet him. I played a folk festival in Yakima about a year after I got the guitar and brought it with me. I was accompanying a songwriter that I met at an earlier Folk Alliance conference, and I got some work from it. And what meant the most to me, he's a Vietnam War vet, and he kind of lives a hidden, quiet life. He worked for the post office.
Well, he's been sending me money for years for using that name Norman on it. Did you know that? Not true. I'm just kidding. No, but if you feel bad, you can send me some money, Rich. That'll work out.
At any rate, I played the guitar at the festival, and he was in tears because something that he did as an act of love was actually being used in a real concert or something like that. And that's what meant the most to me, aside from the fact that it's a one-of-a-kind guitar and it does what I need it to do.
Well, if I played it, he'd be in tears too, but probably for a different reason. But Joel, play us something, man. Show us what, some of the stuff you do.
It covers the entire folk world. So sometimes, since I've been around long enough to have learned some things from the original old timers, I'll play something from that tradition too. So we try and get those blending together so that the youngsters can learn from the old tradition, and us old timers can find out where they're taking it and raise our game as well.
In a new direction that's really cool. There's some fabulous young players out there.
desert I was raised in the lion's den. the desert, I was raised in the lion's den. My sole occupation, stealing women from their men. I've got women in Vicksburg, clean on into Tennessee. I've got women in Vicksburg, clean on into Tennessee. But my friar's point rider, make a man out of me.
Very cool. That's Joel Tepp over here. And let me ask you something, because there's a couple buddies of mine in the Santa Barbara area. I don't know if they're involved in anything. Tom Ball and Kenny Sultan.
Oh, yes.
They are spectacular, playing that old-timey stuff.
I love their music. We sat together in the Ash Grove and watched those guys. And Tom does just a wonderful job.
He's terrific. And Kenny is...
As a combination,
too,
they've made a life's work out of that music, and it's taken them all around the country, maybe around the world, and that's what we're hoping other people will get a chance to do.
Well, so promote your alliance one more time here so that the people can get in touch with it.
Far West is what you would look up online. The 2019 conference is taking place right now, Saturday night, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have juried showcases. That means out of the 300 people that are coming to the conference, maybe 100 of them sent in audition videos, and the judges picked 6 for each night. And so some of the venues come and they'll look at these people on stage and see if it's somebody they want to book. And that part is open to the public. So for a $20 ticket, you can see 6 acts that would cost you $25 each at McCabe's. So come down if you're free, if this gets on the air right now, and look for us online for next year if you see it 6 months from now.
So it's a bargain any way you look at it, and if you're a folk act, you may want to get involved with this because it's pretty cool. It's a way to kind of network and hopefully get you some gigs.
And thanks for helping us out. And
Joel Tepp, right here, an old buddy. I haven't seen him in years, but glad to have you back in the store.
Thank you, Norm. Wonderful to be here. I want to buy everything.
I'll start packing them up.